So I think that's everything that I wanted to say about this video. I think that you got to be careful when you start sitting there saying that you don't got to respect other people's beliefs, because, you know, like I said, all we got to do is look at history and look at what Joseph Stalin did. And it's not just him. I can show you what's going on today with atheist nations. Well, not atheist nations, but atheist leaders, and show you how they're acting right now.
Sefan says that when atheists rise to power, they persecute Christians. But again, he only uses the few examples of Stalin, Mao, and Pol Pot. Since then, there have been many atheist world leaders, and they have not oppressed Christians. 12 of the last 13 prime ministers of Australia were atheists. And not only were there no religious purges, but Australia ranks among the top 10 most peaceful countries in the world. The Prime Minister of Greece is an atheist. The former President of France is an atheist, and probably the new one too, yet they still support freedom of religion. The last Prime Minister of Croatia is an atheist. The former Prime Minister of New Zealand is an atheist, and the current one calls herself an agnostic, again with zero persecution of Christians. And with New Zealand also ranking in the top 10 most peaceful countries in the world. The former Prime Minister of Belgium is an atheist, never commanded the deaths of Christians. The President of the Czech Republic is an atheist, and also ranked in the top 10 most peaceful countries in the world. So, for Sefan to say that atheist world leaders persecute religious people, he has to ignore the vast majority of atheist world leaders and focus only on a few dictators from the mid-20th century who were admittedly horrific, but nowhere near your typical atheist, nor anything like your typical atheist world leader.
You know what I mean? And it's just not smart. To me, it's just not smart, because people are going to start thinking, you know what, if they don't respect our beliefs, how far is this going to go? They're looking, because obviously we see a lot of atheists trying to get political office. We see AronRa is running for, I believe he's running for the Senate, which he will get zero support from me, because I'm scared that he's going to do what Joseph Stalin and those guys did when he gets a little bit of power. Or if he try, especially if they try to run for the White House. There is no way on God's green earth that I'm giving my vote to an atheist. It's never going to happen. And it's not because of individual atheists that I know here on YouTube. It's because of videos like that. They have the power to write bills to say, okay, you can't read your Bible in public no more. You can't. No. I'll avoid that altogether. I won't vote for you. I won't vote for you at all. I will not do it.
But I have a particular question.
What's that?
I don't know if you ever heard of this guy. I don't even like mention this guy on my channel, really. It's this ridiculous, vlogger guy named G-Man. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I'm aware of G-Man. G-Man likes to send me private invites to jump into a hangout. You know, at like, 12:30 in the morning, I'm getting a call. I'm supposed to, my phone's ringing. I'm supposed to answer, and it's G-Man. What's this asshole calling me at 12:30 at night for?
He's a real piece of work, man, and that's really a fucking understatement. There's a question. Somebody asked me, Nestling asked me from the chat. G-Man said that he wouldn't vote for you when you was going. He said he wouldn't vote for you because he was afraid that Aaron would do the same thing as Stalin. Now, people want to hear, they want to hear your response to this dumbass. I don't know how the fuck he comparing you with Joseph Stalin, but please respond to this.
Well, we both have mustaches, so
yeah.
Yeah, well, see, I identify as a liberal because I care more about human rights than I do about corporate profits.
Exactly.
And I see people in my state bending over backwards for the big companies, and that's probably what I wanted to mention before, that I had my Jeff Sessions moment, and I don't recall what I wanted to say. But yeah, it was about the corporatocracy. It was about letting corporate, big companies rule the government, essentially. We have a handful of people that are in power, and they're only in power because the companies support them and they're beholden to them. So they're going to hold out for the corporations. That's not my position. That's a very right-wing position. I'm not saying that's what all right-wing people are, because you have to specify people. Just because I'm on the right doesn't mean I support corporations. Yeah, but everybody supports corporations is on the right. Figure that out.
Exactly.
So on the left, and you don't have to be all the way on the communist left, or that's the authoritarian side. I'm in the anti-authoritarian side, which would be more socialist, but I'm not socialist either. I've taken a battery of political tests. I'm kind of right there, just left of center a little bit, about where Noam Chomsky and Bernie Sanders are. And I believe in small businesses, in creating jobs, in protecting the environment, and of course that the government has very few jobs to actually do. I actually want a smaller government than the people who say they want a smaller government, but yet they want to legislate everything going on in everybody's bedroom.
Exactly.
So what happened to our freedom of speech? And to see, being an atheist activist, I'm all about the First Amendment. Yeah, something that Trump has actively worked against since even before he was elected. Right. He's against free speech. He's put in prohibitions against free speech. He's certainly against freedom of the press. He wants to demonize the press, and then he tried to issue fines against the press. Right. I mean, so what part of the freedom of, then there's, of course, there's the freedom of religion, the prohibition of the free exercise of religion. He's all about establishing a state religion and prohibiting the free exercise of any other religion. So and freedom to peaceably assemble. He's already put restrictions against that, and has, of course, stood against Standing Rock. So we lose every aspect of the First Amendment under Trump, under this kind of right-wing ideology. So if anybody wants to associate me with Stalin, I'm their biggest hero, because nobody is a better protector of your freedom of religion than an atheist, because we need our freedom from religion, and so that's those two are linked together.
Atheists will never be able to do that because of the Establishment Clause. I never heard of that before. What's the Establishment Clause?